What is going on, guys? This is Daniel, and today I'll be analyzing the Bucks offense, which is ranked a nice 9th in the NBA, in large part thanks to Jabari Parker and Giannis. So, let's get to it. We have to start with Giannis in transition, where he's an absolute force. When he grabs the rebound, he often takes off, and he's very tough to stop when he gets a full head of steam. So, you have to stop him early, or otherwise, he'll make you pay. He strips the ball, and it is unfair a guy with his size and athletic ability can also handle the ball really well. You have to be mistake-free against Giannis in transition, and here Richard Jefferson will gamble for the steal in the backcourt, a very foolish move, and then Giannis gets his head of steam and draws a foul. He's a threat as well when he doesn't have the ball, and here if you lose track of him, he's sprinting to the rim and getting a dunk. But it is not easy for the defense as he is so fast in the open court, and here again he gets a lane. Notice how even when Channing Frye is back on defense, Giannis is unafraid and unstoppable as he goes right at him. And Parker is an excellent transition player too, thanks to his athleticism and skill set. In early offense, the Bucks don't run much, but they do run this. Giannis will bring it up, and here the point guard Dellavedova will set a screen for Giannis to get going toward the rim, and he gets a nice drive. They run this again, and Giannis can pierce the defense and dish to Monroe. This time, LeBron sags big time off Giannis, so Delly simply sets the screen below the foul line, and Giannis isn't a good shooter, but give him that much space and he can attack the basket with a head of steam, and here the play gets a layup. The Bucks' favorite play in the half court is what's called the corner offense, and all you really need to know is that it's essentially a double ball screen for a player in the corner, and here Giannis can use this play to run a pick and roll and attack the rim. This time Delly is in the corner, and he can come off that ball screen into the middle of the lane and draw a foul. So, of course this play should be run for someone who can handle the ball and be a playmaker, which was why I was a bit perplexed when the Bucks ran this play for Tony Snell, but it works here as on the initial handoff, Dwayne Wade will duck under it, giving Snell an open jumper. They also ran this play for Teletovic, who's not a playmaker either, but he too can pull an open look at 3 off the initial handoff. Rookie Malcolm Brogdon is a clever fellow, and there is room for creativity on this play, so here instead of executing the handoff, he sees an opening toward the basket, takes it, and then dishes to a cutting Giannis. The handoff is predictable, allowing him to make a play. This time, he initiates the play by hitting the high post, and then typically, he'd go to the corner to set a down screen, but here, he'll come back toward the ball to get the handoff, and he hits the pull-up J. When they set up the corner offense here, Brogdon will simply say, "Nah, I'm going to drive toward the middle because I see an opportunity," and he takes advantage. And it's not just Brogdon who can be clever. Here Delly is going to set the down screen, but sees an opening so he slips to the rim, and it results in a foul. Milwaukee has several terrific set plays which they'll run every now and then, so let's go through them quick hitter style. Here's one where Brogdon will hit the high post and cut into the lane and set a screen for Parker, who gets the ball and scores. Again they'll run this play, and this time Monroe will use the off-ball action as decoy, and he himself drives to the rim. This is a nice one. What the play is basically is Monroe will set 2 consecutive pin downs, the first one for Parker here, and then Teletovic will curl the second one, and this breaks down the defense, and Monroe gets a dunk. This next play is great, and I've seen the Spurs, Cavs, and now the Bucks run it, and it's very simple. Brogdon will pass it and cut into the lane as if he's simply getting out of the way, but they're actually setting up a high-low backdoor play, and Brogdon gets the layup. Notice the play design as the 4 other Bucks are high and out of the way, and if Kyrie doesn't know this play is coming, it's 2 points almost every time. Next up is a nice lob play. Giannis will go as if he's setting a pin down in the corner, but then slip to the rim and he gets the pass, and this time gets fouled. Here it's Rashad Vaughn who's on the receiving end of the play, but he can't convert the layup. This one is marvelous. Terry will use Giannis as a back screen, and then after using the screen, he'll turn right around and set a back screen for Giannis, and this time, the alley-oop play works to perfection. Moving on, and one of the ways in which the Bucks utilize Parker is on the pick and pop, where when Parker pops, he can attack on the catch, and that is something he is very good at. On this pick and pop, it turns into an isolation for Parker against a very good defender, but Parker says no problem and gets the and one. And this time the Bulls will hedge, so Parker slips the screen to the basket and explosively draws a foul. I like this play for Parker, and I'd like to see the Bucks run it more frequently. In the flow of their offense, one thing that happens is when the ball is passed to the corner, the passer will cut through and there will be a sideline ball screen, and here it works well as Parker can attack and find Monroe on the roll. But what I don't like is on occasion, someone who you don't really want running a pick and roll will run a pick and roll because of this, and here Tony Snell takes a bad jumper. Teletovic is the one getting the pass in the corner on this play, and he doesn't even bother to run the pick and roll. He'll simply hit the high post, cut around Monroe, and Monroe ends up taking a tough jumper. While I was watching the Bucks, it became clear they moved the ball really well, and then I looked it up and they have the third best assist ratio in the NBA. So here they bring it up and there's no set play, but they move the ball well, there's off-ball movement, and they eventually get a nice drive and kick sequence. Cleveland will double Parker in the post here, so he gets rid of it, and they move the ball well, and all it takes is one mistake by the defense, and it's a wide open three. Cash. The Bucks are unselfish, and here they naturally form a bit of a weave trying to puncture the defense, and they eventually get it to Parker on top, and we know he can do damage from there. This is exciting. The Bucks trot out a lineup with no traditional center on the floor, so there is fantastic spacing, and Beasley can cut to the hoop with no center in the way. The Bucks are a great cutting team, and Giannis is one of the best cutters in the NBA. Here there is a pick and roll, he's on the weak side, so he cuts to the rim and gets the slam. Things get a bit chaotic here, so what does Giannis do? Take advantage with a well-timed cut. He's very opportunistic. Here he'll set a screen in front of the post, and then he'll slip to the rim when he sees the chance. Him and Brogdon are on the same page as he sneaks behind the defense for an alley-oop. He also utilizes the chop cut, where he'll cut in behind the rolling big man after a pick and roll, and here he'll receive the pass and draw a foul. Giannis isn't a great three-point shooter, so instead of standing behind the arc, he'll chop cut and get a layup. Every wing player should have this in his repertoire as it's very tough to defend, and here when Giannis gets the pass, he nicely kicks it out to Parker for the open shot. Well, there you have it guys. I mostly liked what I saw, and Giannis and Jabari really do form a dynamic 1-2 combo. I can't wait to break down the Bucks defense in a few days. Stay tuned for that, and I'll see you then.